Welcome, and thank you for joining for another whiskey review. Today, we're going to take a look at the Springbank 25 2018 version.
Yep.
Dustin, as you know, Springbank 25 is my favorite regular release from the distillery, and you were kind enough to bring the 2018 version to us.
Yep.
What can you tell me about it?
All right. So the 2018 is fully matured in ex-sherry casks. I'm going to go out on the limb and say these were fairly tired casks. That's been 25 years here. So as you can see on the color, we're not getting anything crazy dark. Mike's going to pour himself 6 ounces as he usually does with my whiskey.
Yeah, I'm going to try to take it easy today. Try.
This one is one of 1,200 bottles made. I don't know if it was the 17 or the 18, which was the first year they upped the production from 900 to 1,200. But we are talking about a fairly hard to get bottle, but they are out there. They are unfortunately getting progressively more expensive.
As with all 25-year-old whiskeys. I mean,
Yeah.
25-year-old whiskeys for the most part, I mean, the bottom of the barrel is Glenfarclas 25.
Yep.
But most 25-year-old whiskeys are about a $500 bottle. This one's a little more than that, 6, 7, pushing
Yeah,
800
yeah,
bucks.
but you're starting to see them go 800, especially here in the States because of a mixture of tariffs and unfortunately, it's just getting hard to find.
So the same 46% ABV, we didn't mention it earlier. And again, this one being all sherry cask, which is a little different than most of the 25s we have. Usually have rum cask or some other type of exotic cask maturation in them.
Yeah,
a little straightforward.
A little bit of port, some kind of bourbon. This one is, and again, I think this is the only one I've seen where they just went, we're just doing cherry.
Yeah, it's rare. I mean, and really, you know, you gotta trust them because Springbank puts out so much good stuff, and especially these 25-year-old vintages, man, these, I don't care how many of them we've had, every one of them are impressive to me.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Absolutely. So, I mean, right away, I'm getting that classic Springbank peat. I'm getting the classic Springbank kind of a little bit of salt and then just sweet vanillas and sugars and just with a little bit of dark fruit, a little bit of chocolate.
It's really, really sweet on the nose. Actually, I was having a glass of this earlier before this little review in a Capita, and it was a little more condensed in there, so it's a little more airy. But I was shocked how sweet it was on the nose. And what I mean specifically is just, you know, tropical fruit sweetness, almost like a drink on a cruise. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. I can see
Early
that.
morning.
Yeah, I think that little bit of like peat and salt and with the sherry is really giving it that tropical fruit.
Man, I used to do cruises in my 20s every once in a while. You know, didn't have dogs, didn't have a lot of responsibilities. You tail for 5 to 7 days. You want nothing better after a fun night. Just walking on deck around noon, sitting by the pool, getting a drink there with a bunch of fruit in it and rum.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that sweetness is what I'm getting right here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a decent little bit of oak on the end, and it plays beautifully with everything else going on. It's like it hits it just at that perfect spot, and it complements the sherry and that tropical fruit.
Now, for me, between the 21 and the 25, you get the biggest drop off as far as that Springbank funkiness with like any of their year ranges. You know, the 18 compared to the 21 is still pretty prominent, especially a lot of those 21-year-olds, which I like.
Yeah.
But the 25, man, it really has a super big edge off of what Springbank normally gives you. It just turns into this sweet, floral, just dessert.
This to me is a showcase of Springbank, but it's not a showcase of Springbank funk at all.
No.
I think the 21s usually are fairly light on the funk. The 18 still got it, but the 25s, they've just let it all go away.
Oh yeah, man, this thing has really hit its stride right here. There's nothing off-putting whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I would say balanced is another word that really needs to be brought out here on the nose.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing you're getting is sweet. You're getting sweet fruits. You're getting vanilla, nice little honey note. But, you know, it doesn't, not one or two things that don't overtake the show. I mean, there's really a lot going on, which you expect that type of complexity out of a 25-year-old. What are you picking up on the palate?
So the first thing that comes to mind here is there is a good sherry note on this. And I'll say, when I first opened this bottle, Mike, I got almost no sherry. I was legitimately like, what did I just pay for? And it took about 2 months to open up. That's why I haven't even brought this bottle to Mike's yet. I've been letting it, I usually don't even let them get that low before I bring them over, but I just was waiting for this one to hit its stride, and it has hit it.
It's a good time to bring it over, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this as far as sweetness, this is the sweetest.
Yep.
Springbank 25 that I've tried.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little less complex than the other 25. I brought you here the 2016, which had more maturation, and it poured, it had sherry, it had rum. I'm pretty sure it had bourbon too.
This is more straightforward.
Yeah, this is a simpler, but in a very elegant, refined, beautiful way, and you're still getting the complexity that comes with a Springbank malt.
Yeah, sweet shot, buddy.
Yeah.
Sweet shot on this one. And really, as far as the viscosity on the palate and the nose, it comes off higher than 46%.
Yeah.
Again with this 25.
It's got a little bit of oil that just kind of pushes it over.
See, if you leave whiskey even at 46% in a cask long enough, it gets oily.
Yeah.
Even at that ABV.
And then you're not an asshole and you don't chill filter.
Yeah, and you don't chill filter. Yeah, you leave a lot of that in.
Yeah.
Man, it's so much better. Yeah, excellent whiskey. Now, add a couple drops of water. Thinking of anything more?
So the nose has gotten a little less Springbank even more. So it's just all sweet.
Almost like a Balvenie ton, almost like the type of sherry.
I'm getting like marmalade jam.
A little bit of jam. Again, they don't say what type of sherry cask, but this would absolutely. I put money. This is Oloroso.
Yeah, there's no way this is PX.
No way it's PX.
It could be some more exotic one, but I don't know that Springbank does a lot of that, so I kind of doubt they have the casks.
If there is something that is a sherry cask that is more fruity than Oloroso, I don't know of it.
Yeah.
That maybe that's what's in there because that's what I'm getting.
But without, again, there's no cloying sweetness here. We keep calling it sweet, but it's a clean sweetness.
Not sickly.
No,
not overly sweet.
No, I mean, it's clean. It's almost Balvenie in its refinement. But with the back end of Springbank where you've got peat, you've got some salt from the coastal peninsula they're on.
Yeah, the sweetness almost is like fresh fruit off the vine sweetness.
Yeah.
Like a pineapple or something right off the vine. Sitting there eating it on this seashore in some island in the Caribbean.
Yeah, now have you tasted it since adding water, Mike?
Nope, going for it. What do you
So
get?
I just took a little taste here. It did get a little more, a little bit of sour and a little bit of bitter came in. Well, I'm saying no on water, but really nice.
Yeah, with the water, a little bit of that wood bitterness did come up a little bit, but it gave it kind of a nice milk chocolate twinge to it as well, a little ridge of milk chocolate as well.
Yeah, and I was getting some chocolate initially, but you're right, this is getting a little milkier.
I definitely wouldn't say dark chocolate. There is some slight bitterness, but I wouldn't call it dark bitter chocolate. I just think there's a wood bitterness, and then there's a nice wisp of milk chocolate.
Tannins have definitely kind of come out here, and it's not a bad thing. It's not, and also it's a little spicier on the tongue now. I'm getting a little bit of spice. It's a lingering spice, like it's sitting on there for the finish on the front of my tongue, not the back, which is
Sides for me.
right.
Yeah, I'm getting that like light cinnamon and like maybe like a peppercorn type sweetness or type spice.
Yeah. Now that really, the complexity on this whiskey just kind of keeps going up there for me. So, and my score just went up a point.
I agree. I was sitting there thinking, what am I going to score this? I score hard these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, I think I said, a 90's a $200 bottle. This is better than a 90. 91, you're talking $400. This is probably a 92 out of 100 for me. It's that good of a whiskey. But again, I love the Springbank 25.
Yeah.
As you know, it's my favorite. Again, said it before, regular release that Springbank
Yeah,
does.
I always go back to a 90 for me is the Springbank 21 year 2018. It's $400 bottle. It's not worth $400.
$300 bottle.
It's worth $300.
For sure.
And so for me, that's right at that 90. This is coming in. I had it at 91, and I just moved it to a 92. And
Yeah, I was the same way. I was at 91, but I was like, man, this is really top-notch whiskey.
I mean, as I just continue going into this, it is just layer upon layer of subtle, nuanced whiskey that you just keep pulling back. It's not your sherry bomb. It's not your peat bomb. It's not your cask strength. Just here's a punch. This is just nice, elegant whiskey.
It'll take you a while to unravel it, for sure. If you want to challenge yourself as far as how many flavors, notes you could pick out of a whiskey and a nosing or a tasting, this is a good one to start with, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if we'd sat down and started writing notes, we'd probably have 34 pages of just, there's a little of that fruit. There's a little
bit of that fruit, yeah.
Ooh, I mean, I'm even picking up a little bit of what our buddy Keith always talks about, the
Sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies, yeah, that undercooked sugar cookie. I mean, it's definitely there. I mean, I think the person who did this one put a little too much salt in it.
Yeah, I could do with a little bit less salt, just because of the sweet nature of it.
Yeah.
But excellent whiskey.
Yep.
So Dustin, as always, I appreciate you bringing this one. You are the Springbank 25 master. Have many of them these days?
We'll hopefully keep bringing these to you guys when I can find them. They're not always readily available.
Not easy to get when they are.
Yeah, and if you don't if you're not ready to buy the second you see it, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. So buy. That's what we're saying. You see it, just buy.
Yep.
Don't ask questions. Anyway, we want to once again thank you for joining for another one of Mike's whiskey reviews. And Dustin, until next time, what do we wish the folks?
Happy drinking.
See you next time. See you in the comment section.